What's going on, guys? I'm Exotic Gaming. Hope you're all having a great day. Today, I'd like to show you all what I think is one of the coolest and most unique brand new shooting games for mobile devices. This is a game called ZOZ Final Hour by NetEase. It's a zombie apocalypse game, but I want to start this video by saying if you've played any other zombie apocalypse game on your mobile device before, this one is wildly different. So prepare yourselves, okay? This game's got the Division elements, this game's got Cyberpunk and DayZ and all these other games blended together, and it works. And that's the craziest part. Right now, there is a soft launch in Brazil, Indonesia, and Singapore, but in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can download it anywhere around the world, so stay tuned for that if you would like to play this game yourself. I think to start, I'm going to show you a little bit of the trailer to this game, but I actually think the trailer is not very good. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to call NetEase out because when I look at this trailer and then I actually play this game, the game feels wildly different. Like, this is one of those rare scenarios where the trailer looks worse than the game. People that probably look at this trailer for the very first time are going to think that this is just some standard zombie apocalypse type of game. Some people can turn into zombies, which is pretty cool, I guess, and you basically have humans versus zombies. Maybe you have to collect a little bit of materials like Escape from Tarkov, and that's about it, right? But this game is so much more. So, to start, right from the very beginning, after you complete the tutorial, which is very in-depth and does a good job at explaining everything that you need to know about this game, you're going to be on the main menu, and the main menu looks like this. No, this is not the lobby. I haven't started, and I'm waiting for a match. No. And I think a lot of people are going to be very confused because they might have thought that they, loaded into a lobby and there's other players running around and they're waiting for a match to start. This is actually your main menu, just like the main menu in Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile and all of these other games. You can actually run around and interact with other people, all while you're also able to view your battle pass and your daily missions and other stuff like that. It's really cool because it's going to captivate people right from the very beginning. If they just want to run around and explore the controls and other stuff like that, they can do that without ever even needing to jump into a match, and that's just awesome. Now, when you click start, it's great. It's going to be very quick in finding a match. You don't have to wait a minute like many other NetEase games. It's only going to take 10 to 15 seconds on average to find a match, which is awesome. And another awesome thing is you're going to go up against all real players. You're not going to have tons of bots in your servers, which I want to warn you all also means you're going to go up against very good players right from the very beginning. But I did do pretty well, I do have to say. When you finally load up into a match, the loading screen is going to show you some instructions on exactly what you need to do, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. It's going to show you where the blood crystals are on the map, how many there are in each region of the map. Again, if you're confused, I'll show you guys what that is later on. And then it's going to show you where your whole little loading main screen is. I guess this is basically where you can buy different weapons and items and other stuff like that before you jump into a match. It's sort of like Escape from Tarkov in this respect, where you can pick and choose which items you want to bring into a match. So this is stuff that we have seen in other NetEase games like Badlanders and stuff like that, but I think the way that they do it is a lot different. Now, when you click deploy and you're finally ready, you're going to have 15 people in your server, and it also shows all 15 helicopters crammed in right next to one another. I find that's the funniest thing. That's obviously going to be changed when this game fully releases, but then it's go time. You have to go fly across the map, you control your helicopter, and you pick where you want to land. You have to find these things called blood crystals in order to successfully evacuate. And I feel like I should probably explain the backstory for this game. There is sort of this zombie apocalypse that's going on in the city. The government hires you to go fly in a helicopter, drop down, and collect 5 blood crystals, because blood crystals are used in order to create the cure for this zombie outbreak, all right? So you have to go fight up against all these other people, all 14 other players, in order to successfully collect the blood crystals, and you know what? It's basically only 1 or 2 people that actually successfully come out alive. Now, as I said, you're going to see around the map where you want to land. The blood crystals shine up into the sky with this big red beacon, so you can see where they are. I would pick an area where there's several beams, several clusters of blood crystals. You jump out, and then you immediately have to start extracting the blood crystals. It takes a couple of seconds to extract the blood crystals, and all while you're doing that, other people can start to shoot you. Now, You can team up with people, and I have seen people try to team up with me. Unfortunately, they don't speak English, so I don't really know if they're truly trying to team up with me, and I end up having to be hostile toward everybody because generally most of the people I've encountered are hostile. They want to be themselves, by themselves, solo and stuff like that. But yes, people try to shoot you, and you only get one self-revive if you do get shot. After you use that self-revive and you get shot again, you literally have to crawl to the nearest hospital. This green line will appear, and you basically just have to follow this line to the hospital. Rush as fast as you can before you bleed out to get yourself revived. If you don't do it in time, then you end up turning into a zombie. And it's pretty scary because when you turn into a zombie in this game, oh man, it is pretty gruesome. And your whole goals of the game changes. When you're a human, you have to collect all those 5 blood crystals. Generally, you have to kill other people and loot their stuff in order to get their blood crystals, or just find it throughout the map and you get the 5 blood crystals. When you're a zombie, oh man, you need to just try to turn everybody else into a zombie. That's the whole thing. Humans can shoot zombies. Zombies can, like, melee attack the humans. All of their stuff can be upgraded, so zombies can inevitably turn into these mega-sized zombies as they kill more and more people, and they eventually can upgrade their skills. Humans can start to mod their weapons. They can get better and better skills, and I mean, you guys can see you can get yourself, like, incendiary rounds and other stuff like that. That's really cool in my personal opinion. Now, when you're a zombie, the whole goal is, as I said, you're going to try to turn every single human into a zombie. And if you can successfully turn all 15 people into a zombie, then the zombies win. If there's one person that manages to successfully escape, then your whole freaking plan did not work out, and the zombies ended up losing. For the humans, now after you've collected all 5 blood crystals, what you need to do is place down this little transmitter, and it takes a long time to place down the transmitter. What I would recommend doing is placing down the transmitter very far away from where all the other players are, in an area where the zombies are going to have a bit of a difficult time actually getting to it. You don't want to place it right in the center of the map, because then everybody's going to just come toward it. The humans are going to come toward it, and then they're probably going to kill you, and then they're going to steal your heli evac, or the zombies are going to come in, and then they're going to try to break the transmitter, because if they break the transmitter, you have to wait a long time until you can place it down again. So you place down that transmitter, it calls in a heli evac, and you have to wait like 190, 200 seconds in order for a helicopter to come in. It's going to take a long time for that helicopter to come in, and all while it's doing that, all while you're waiting for the helicopter, everybody else is alerted that that helicopter has been called in, and they all start swarming toward that area. You can just start to see waves of zombies that are coming towards your area. They're going to try to kill you because they don't want you to evacuate, because if you do, then the zombies end up losing, right? And other people start to show up towards your heli evac because they want to evacuate. They want to take the easy way out, and you can kill them so they can't, right? But then, if you do that, then they might turn into zombies themselves, and then it ends up backfiring because you have that much more people that are chasing after you. It's pretty difficult. You also have airdrops that drop down, and they give you supplies while you're waiting for that heli evac, which is pretty cool as well. And you can have multiple people evacuate if you really want to. If you wanted to team up with all the people solo that are still surviving, you can technically do that. I'm just the type of person that likes being by myself, and if I spent all of my hard-earned effort to get all of those blood crystals, I want to actually get into that helicopter myself, right? And, yeah, there's a couple of other things that I do want to mention. This game also has parkour, which is absolutely wild. That is such a cool movement thing to have in this game. You can fully scale up buildings, which is just absolutely insane. It doesn't matter if you're a human being or a zombie, you can climb up 30 stories if you want to. And that's actually a good way to avoid the zombies because they can't really attack you when they're climbing up on a building. I think the graphics are great in this game as well. It seems like it's pretty well optimized as of right now because the graphics sort of like deteriorate at range. So like it only renders in all of the best stuff pretty close to you. And there's just a lot of things that this game is doing right. There's so many cool things that you can pick up, loot, mod attachments, and so many other little things, throwables, so much stuff, so much content that this game has that I really do think it's special. I feel like I missed so much stuff that this game has, but truly, you can play as solos, you can play as duos, and there's just so much stuff to talk about. It's just impossible to basically cover everything, right? You really need to experience it for yourself. And that's why right now I'd actually like to show you guys how you can download this game yourself. So right now this game is only available for Android devices, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. If you're in Brazil, Indonesia, or Singapore, you can check and see if the game is on the App Store if you have an iPhone, and please let me know down below in the comments if it is. But if you're on Android, you can download this game anywhere around the world. What you need to do is go to Up2Down's website, and I am going to provide a link down below in the description. It should take you to this one right here, where you can find this APK file. It's about 2 gigabytes that you want to download of ZOZ Final Hour. Then, after you do that, as you're waiting for that to download, you're going to want to search for the Up2Down App Store on the Up2Down website. You can find this one right here. Don't download the light one, download the full one, and you're going to download the latest APK version of the Up2Down App Store. The Up2Down App Store is basically sort of like an alternative to the Google Play Store, TapTap, APK Pure, stuff like that. It basically installs apps that are not on the Google Play Store. Then, after you finish downloading ZOZ Final Hour and the Up2Down App Store, you open up the Up2Down App Store, you enable all the permissions that it's needed to do. You're going to go to your top left, click that button, and then click your downloads, and you should see the ZOZ Final Hour file right there. You're going to click on that, it's going to install ZOZ Final Hour, and then eventually you're going to have the game on your phone, and you can enjoy it for what it is. It's a really cool game. It actually seems pretty finished. There are some things that obviously need to be worked on. I do think there is some way that they should allow you to turn off a voice chat, because as of right now, super difficult to be able to do a live commentary without some little kid screaming in the background and messing up your whole train of thought. So if you're a YouTuber, prepare yourselves for that. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but I think besides that point, there's not too many other things. I feel like maybe the gunplay could be improved just a little bit to make it a tiny bit more smooth, but I mean, this game is great. It's a lot of fun, and I think this is something that a lot of you guys are really gonna enjoy. I don't really have much else to say about this game, though. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe down below for more content on all sorts of different new mobile games. Valorant Mobile, Rainbow Six Mobile, Warzone Mobile, so many other things. If any of these games are interesting to you, you might as well subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next episode.